Here is an illustrated summary of the news. It'll be followed by the latest film of events and happenings at home and abroad.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our news channel. I'm Vincent Jackson.
And I'm Vicky Wright.
And today we're going to talk with you about McCarthyism.
Joseph McCarthy and his bad habits of accusing others as communists have become a ruckus.
Many innocent people have been put in cells and even to death, all because some old guy called them a commie.
Now, I wouldn't call myself a gossiper, but I kind of heard that he himself was a communist, but decided to reverse the story a little bit.
Vicky, you're a woman, of course you gossip. That's all you do because all of y'all have to butt into other people's lives. It's what women do.
Anyways, we'll be back to talk to you more about the McCarthyism and who was all involved. In the U.S., Joseph McCarthy, a senator in Wisconsin who was elected back in 1946, has put many innocent people in cells and has caused a domino effect of accusation of others as communists. The tension between the Soviet Union and the United States during this Cold War has led to this creation known as McCarthyism, also known as the Second Red Scare. Back to you, Vincent.
Thanks, Vicky. Now that we know what McCarthyism is, let's talk about how both sides reacted to it. The Soviet Union didn't have a huge opinion on it, but in my opinion, their slight opinion would have been that they wish that communism would spread because they're communists over there. But in the United States, we were in a frenzy over this witch hunt, and it was hysteria that everybody was affected by, and everybody was accusing each other just so that they wouldn't be accused themselves of communism. Well, McCarthyism was a big deal, so what long-term effects did it have on it, on the U.S. and on all the other countries in the world? Well, in the U.S., it created a culture of fear and suspicion among all the citizens, and it divided society and ruined many innocent people's lives. And in other countries in the world with the United States, there was increased tensions and mistrust between the two countries. Well, I'll turn it back over to Vicky now.
McCarthyism has lasted back in the 1940s and has continued on to this day. Again, the Soviet Union and the United States have made this all happen.
Women, am I right? Alright, back to McCarthyism. Was it a negative or a positive effect? What would you say? Obviously it was a negative effect. Everybody doesn't trust anybody anymore, and it's all this dude's fault. Negative effect. But the real question is, what kind of impact did it have between the United States and Soviet Union? Well, it didn't have a major impact between the two of them, but because it was mostly an internal country conflict. But the U.S. did become less trusting especially to the Soviet Union because they're such a big communist country. But yeah, we're just not too, our tensions are high. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Knowing all that we do about McCarthyism now, I realized you shouldn't just trust what anybody says.
I know exactly what you mean. I think it's important for all of us, as men and women, to have our own opinion.
On Skibbity. And that was tonight's news.
Hello? Mr. McCarthy? You're accusing Vincent Jackson of becoming a communist? Catch you next time.